Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. These cards are speaking. So this week I'm just doing a general, could be love, career, finance, could be something on the spiritual path, and we're just gonna see what Spirit has to say. I'm gonna start off with the soul journey card to get the overall energy, and then do some tarot. So I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. A lot of times, we don't miss our well until the water runs dry. That right there, you can see grief. And then failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And I feel like even though you may be grieving or shame or guilt, that from the ashes can come something beautiful. It just depends on how you choose to look at it. But peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. And I feel like that is what you need to do to set you free. Set yourself. That slid right across there. What you might need to do to set yourself free. Like, accept the peace. Okay, y'all, don't start falling. Catch me, I'm falling. That's what I heard, falling in love. So maybe someone feels like grieving from a relationship or I heard situationship, and you maybe feel like a failure of like why it didn't happen or why they didn't want me. You may have dodged a bullet. That's how you gotta look at it. Find peace and solemn. Is that a word? In whatever didn't work out, that God's got you. Spirit got you. That whatever we go through, it is for such a time as this. Even through the hurt, that we can still rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Because when we go through something, we learn something, right? Whatever this is, look at that. Self-sabotage, the continually thinking of it will keep you right here, will keep you in the grief and the mindset of failure. And then you won't be able to see the peace. Guard your heart, guard your mind, protect yourself, of course, by all means, to not have to go through this path again. That's what was on the split of the deck. But everything that we go through, it's for a higher purpose. Whatever this grief is, whatever you feel you may have failed at, did you really fail? Like, what bullet can you say that you dodged? 333 on the clock. How can you find peace in dodging a bullet? In like something being avoided. If this was a relationship, and there were signs of toxicity, you caught it early on, and as much as you wanted this to happen and wanted this to be the one, and it didn't, and now you're grieving it as if like it's something wrong with you. Like, why? Find peace in it, that you didn't end up in a relationship 4 or 5 years down the line saying the same thing, but yet with a broken heart, or in a situation that's going to take you another 10 or 15 years to get out of. It's all in your perception. Do you believe that Spirit is leading and guiding you? Do you believe, Pisces, that your intuition is correct? Do you believe that what you hear, what you see, what you feel is of Spirit, and that you can go with that, even if it's going to cause grief, even if it's going to cause you to quote unquote, look like a failure? Because it really is it a failure? Whose eyes are you looking through this? Is what other people are going to say? Because through God's eyes, through the spirit's eyes, I don't feel like this is a failure. I feel like the wool has been pulled back. Something has been revealed, and because of that, peace. You can walk in peace in this, regardless of what the situation was. But I feel like it's going to be solely on how you handle it, on how you look at it. Will you release the negativity of it? Alright, look at that. What can you positively tell yourself? Positive communication to yourself. You know, we got to speak to ourselves. Me, myself, and I. The chariot, you know. This is movement. Spirit wants you to move out of this state of being. We split the deck. We saw the 8 of Swords. We got to move out of there. It's been revealed. It's come to the surface. It hurts. Yes, I know. And I'm even hearing like the shame of it, you know. But you know, this is what Spirit wants you to move. You know, it was revealed. I also feel like he's telling you the outcome of this is going to be peace. What you think you couldn't get through, on the outcome, you're going to look back and be like, what's that guy, something King, CK King, I think it is, on Instagram. I don't have TikTok, but said, you did that? You did that. Yeah, you're going to look back and be like, I did that? I overcame that? I did that? Like, yes, you did. It seems like you're never going to get over it. It seems like it's going to take forever. The voices, the thoughts, the situations can continually play in your mind. And it may, because it is a process to get over grief, but it is a new beginning. It's a whole new world. I'm not a singer. I'm just, the Lord's in a singing mood right now. Is that off of Little Mermaid? I'm not sure. But that's what I heard. That's what I heard. The Queen of Wands. Like, you will listen to your intuition. You will trust your intuition again. For whatever reason, you may have heard it and thought maybe, well, it'll be different. You didn't regard it. You didn't listen to. It could be why you end up in this situation. But I feel like, yeah, you're like, no, I know now. You know what it feels like to not dodge a bullet, so to speak, and that's just going to make you stronger. That's going to make you, the next time the spirit puts something in your spirit or in your heart, this will be brought back to your remembrance. Be like, oh yeah, last time I ain't listened to spirit, I end up grieving and feeling like a failure. Like, no, we ain't doing that. We have the 6 of Cups. So it could have been something from the past that have come back to the future, or to the present, I should say. But the 6 of Cups for me is the inner child. Your inner child. You might have even indulged in something that you've always wanted to do, or that you felt like, how sometimes we can like, well, I deserve that. I was deprived of this, or I want to do this, and then it comes to bite you in the rear end, so to speak. And here you are moving. That's the bottom of the deck, into a positive direction, because you have the answers now. You have all the answers that you need to make a logical and intelligent decision. About your situation. That was on the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to put that 6 of Swords down, because that's what I feel like Spirit is saying. You got to move. What I just hear, move, get out the way, move, get out the way. Look at that, Justice. Things will be balanced again. I know it don't feel like it. I know I'm singing and I'm making jokes and stuff, and then it's not to take away from whatever you're grieving or feel like it's a failure. But this is what Spirit wants you to, this is the perception Spirit wants you to look at this as like justice will be done. Things will be balanced. When there's justice, there was a injustice. You know, look at that 7 of Swords on the bottom. You know, the deceit. You know, the taking. Someone could have taken your vulnerability. Someone could have taken your innocence. You know, in a situation. I'm feeling the ebbs and flow of this. So this could have been something that already happened, and it could be triggering. You could be dealing with the trigger of the grief and the failure, and wondering where and when is this peace going to come. Because one moment I'm feeling like, okay, we got to overcome. We can't stay here. We got to move. And then in another moment, it's just like, wow, you know, here I am. It's like I'm down again. And then it's like, okay, we got this, you know, a new beginning. You know, we got to put that behind us. So it's that ebb and flow that I feel. You know, and even with triggering, you know, when things trigger you, you could think you're healed, and you could smell something, you could see something, it could be a TV show, and then like bam, you're triggered. You know, do you ever get over triggering, or do you ever get to a point where something don't trigger you? I don't know. But in that moment when you are triggered, you can address it by accepting what has happened. You know, it's sad as that may sound, you know, accepting what has happened, dissecting it as far as what is, why is this hurting me? You know, why is it making me feel like this? And then then you begin to minister to yourself. You know, that's what this inner child. The 6 of Cups to me is the inner child as a reader. And then you can then begin to minister to the inner child in you of the hurt. You know, speaking peace to that inner child. You know, and it's almost like, I know you're hurt. I know we had to endure some things that we didn't want to. I know we were taken advantage of. I know our innocence was taken. I know we were put in a predicament that we shouldn't have been in, and it's not our fault. But then you have, by speaking to that inner child, you know, you are bringing solace and peace to the situation. Alright. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It was poking out, and now I shuffled and it came out again. The 7 of Swords, you know, up under this moon. Yes, it was deceit. Yes, there was things taken, you know, and it's been revealed. Whatever it was has come to light. Justice has been done, or justice will be served. But then you have to forgive, and forgive is also a part of accepting. Because if not, you'll stay in that 8 of Swords that we saw, the bondage of it. And then when can you experience your happily ever after? When can you then begin to celebrate who you are, Pisces, and what you deserve? When can that happen? Look at that. The 9 of Pentacles, the abundance. You know, you're single, you're independent. You know, you've come so far. You've come so far. Look at that Judgment. I feel like Spirit is saying, live again. Allow me to help you pick up the pieces. This is that triggering part again, because I feel my spirit is going down. My emotions are going down. And Spirit is saying, allow me to help you heal. Allow me to help you accept what has happened. Let your love flow again. Some of you all, because of whatever happened, you block your love. or you blocked your expression of love. It's like, it's for me and no more. No one's going to take from me. I'm not going to pour out to anybody. And I feel like Spirit saying, look at the signs around you. I'm seeing like a cardinal bird. 1515 was on the clock. I feel like Spirit has been giving you synchronicities. You've been seeing signs. It could be angel numbers, feathers, or birds, as a sign. And I feel like Spirit is saying, look at those things, receive those things. It's me giving you comfort as you heal that, oh, wrong part of the camera, as you heal that inner child. And as you do that, look at that, the bottom of the deck is the it's trying to come out again, I gotta find the camera, there we go, is the four of wands. As you heal that inner child, accept the love the Spirit is trying to pour out to you to heal, you can receive your four of wands. And that four of wands is not just necessarily marriage, a higher level of commitment. This four of wands is speaking of celebrating. You can hold your head up again. You can walk into a room and don't feel shame or don't feel hurt. You don't feel triggered. If you do, you can address it immediately. So this is almost like a reading of like, don't let the enemy, look at that, don't let the enemy steal your joy. That's devil energy. Trying to figure out this camera. Don't let the enemy, the devil energy, steal your joy, your happiness, your celebration of life. Let me put them two right there. And that Three of Pentacles, is the collaboration. You, yourself, and I are working together within yourself to evolve. Try to put all this in the frame. To evolve and to heal. Yeah, look at that. Oh, okay. Oh, I could keep on going through the whole deck at the bottom, Like I said, working together. I mean, with yourself, you, yourself, and I, to collaborate, Better days are ahead, What makes you happy? What makes you happy? Tap into that wish fulfillment. Truth. The truth will always set you free. The clarity that you need, that you desire, that cycle is finally going to end so that you can celebrate and be happy. That burden will no longer be a burden anymore. You can finally put these wands down, so that it can be a fresh new beginning of what you truly desire. That's beautiful. Alright, that went a little long. Let's get a channel message. And then I am done with you, Pisces. We're going to see what Spirit has to say. What channel message do you have for the Pisces today, Spirit? What is it they need to know? Look at that. Do the work. Do the work. Do that inner work. Wow, that's beautiful. And we just talked about that. We have the Three of Pentacles. Trying to figure out how to hold these up with the camera. The Three of Pentacles. The doing the work, collaboration, and then to have the card to do the work. Alright, let's get another one. Vulnerability and freedom. The vulnerability of acceptance will give you freedom, because you'll no longer be bound. I'm hearing that song. I'm no longer bound. No more chains holding me. One more. Composure. Get yourself in balance. Get yourself in balance. Well, 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 Pisces, that is what I have for you today. Till next time, remember who you are.